What's going on with the Wolf? And we are back with another episode of the Wolf Has Spoken podcast. The universe's fastest growing podcast.
Thank you for saying it right.
This is the fastest growing podcast, flat out. And I'm extremely excited today. Not only because I look so extremely handsome and this green is just bringing out my color and my skin, the melanin, but I'm also excited to be back on set. Big shout out to our sponsors, her Fantasy Box. Make sure I go shop with them. And I'm excited to be joined by my guy, my co-host, Mr. Right on Q Live.
On the right side.
As in
right side.
On QUE.
Yeah, 1%ers now.
Yeah. He getting back. He's shaking the muddy waters.
Yeah, you know,
Nigga was getting married. He started losing himself. Am I still right on Q Live? Like, who am I? Do my wife got to be on the couch with me? Like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Got to bring the family with me everywhere I go now?
Yeah. We always run come here. So.
Yeah. She is hilarious. But we unpack. It's funny because actually, real quick, my daughter asked me the other day, you said we was doing a podcast with the kids. So when is she talking about when is me, you, and Q? When is we doing the podcast? And with his daughter, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna ask him. But I just thought it was funny that she referenced you by name. Where's like me? You said me, you, Q. We was doing a podcast. I was laughing.
How was your day? Did anything interesting happen today?
I look at him taking notes from last episode.
I tried. Okay.
My day was cool. I feel like it was a chill day. Like it really wasn't outside of this. I think I was just kind of preparing for this moment. I wanted to make sure that I made it on time. I wanted to make sure I didn't even eat yet. That's the truth. So I think that could be a thing. And honestly, like really just it was a chill day. Like my travel was cool. And that was it. I really woke up this whole day preparing to be on time. Like, to be honest with you. What about you? How was your day?
My day was cool. My day and like my past week was cool.
Yeah, I should have talked about my week, but go ahead.
That's fair. Yeah, gotcha. My past week was cool. As far as anything that happened interesting, I wanted to talk like in passing about a situation I had with a friend. You know, I feel friendships often come up there. You know, life is about relationships, and friendship is one of the most important relationships you're gonna have. And one thing you said a few things you said about friends, like I did, you know, friends not being your fans and giving friends a grace and this and that, whatever. And the situation I had with my friend where we kind of had to, you know, unpack and troubleshoot a conflict they had with me in regards to like how I dealt with like my bachelor party and my marriage season, whatever. And I feel like that wasn't really prioritized. And the thing that struck me in that was friends, man, like friends really put on both sides. Like also everybody, people have probably done at least once in their life, whatever. But friends put so much stock in everything outside of just presence and effort and intention. And it's like, if you really sit back and think, all right, I may disagree with something or think I could have did something differently or what, let's say even better possibly, but was the intent pure and valid or can you see someone doing that way?
Right.
And like, you know, do they value your presence and was there effort in what they trying to do?
Right.
Outside of that, what we really talking about?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And I think we put so much stock in like, what's the money? Did you spend money on me? Did I spend money more on you? And were you on time? And all these things, right? Yo, you don't know what someone got going on in their life and what they got going on in their mind, their head, their livelihood, their pressure, like stress. Like it's a lot of shit going on in people's lives outside of just the one dynamic y'all have with each other.
100%.
So the fact that people put so much energy into thinking and assuming things when 90% is like about intent. If you know their intent wasn't on some wild shit for real.
Right. Like I didn't just like cross you out. Like,
right. Like,
I didn't deliberately say, you know what, I don't want you there. So it's like if you wasn't able to make it. And that's why I think the grace conversation is like once we ever dealt friendships, it's just about grace. It's understanding that we not about to sit here and be fucking frolicking and hanging around each other all day, every day. It's just not gonna happen. So the grace is, all right, cool, we don't see each other all day, every day, but I'm having something that's important to me. And if you don't make it, that's fine. As long as you're not like, yeah, fuck what's important to you, I ain't fucking coming. It's like you're not able to make it. That's where the grace come into play. It's like, all right, cool. Like you probably had to do some shit for your kids. Or you probably about some shit you have going on in your personal life. And the more older and more mature we get, we have to realize that everybody has their own schedule. Everybody has their own responsibilities and obligations and duties that they have to fulfill. And you're like, well, what about the time that I showed up to every birthday party and graduation you had and you ain't make it to my graduation? You know it meant something. You might have literally had the time at a time where they literally genuinely didn't have the time. And that don't mean that they wouldn't have been there if they could have been there. That don't mean that their text message saying congratulations wasn't genuine. That don't mean that if they bought you something and sent it, they could have been really sitting there trying to figure out a way to show they love and support, although they couldn't be there, type shit. And, you know, most of the time people are so self-centered and they have this main character syndrome, whereas though in this particular matter, it was something that was about you that people made about them. And it's like a motherfucker make your birthday about them. They'll make your wedding about them. They'll make your graduation about them. Why you ain't do this and why you, and it's like, yo, this is a day that's about me. So in a day that's about me, you thinking about what I could have did to make your day better. And it's like, that's just where we all just got to understand that, like, everybody's living in their own reality. Everybody's living in their own world. We all have our own shit that we're responsible for. And quite frankly, you don't have to be, I don't have to be top priority in your life. And you don't have to be top priority in my life. So it's like, if our priorities align and we're able to kick it organically, then what's up? But if not, then it's like, that don't mean like Q won't fuck with me like that. It just means shit just didn't work. It didn't align. Like,
and you know, one of my favorite, you know, I'm real big on like schedules and systems and stay on top of time and shit like that, whatever. But at the same time, that's how my brain kind of manages those things. It's kind of like on patterns and systems. But for instance, on my girl, because she's a nurse, she has varying schedules. Like, it's not just like I work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Her shit be like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Then next week is Monday, Tuesday, shit like that, whatever. Yeah. What am I? And because I'm the one that's
your girl too.
Oh, damn it.
Well, go ahead.
Flagrant. 50 push-ups. But so
to that.
But so because her schedule is like that, and I'm one that's kind of usually kind of leading our weekly schedule and shit we got going on, whether it's with Queen or us, shit like that, whatever. I sometimes have to kind of ask her, yo, what days you off this week again? Or what days you off? And she be like, I told you. And I be like, I asked you this like a week or two ago. Like, how do you think I'm about to sustain and retain your schedule that changes every week when I'm used to schedule that was just Monday through Friday or whatever? And I think, but again, I feel that's her like kind of subconscious way of not understanding that your schedule is not my schedule. Right. I'm asking these questions so we can merge these and kind of work towards it. But again, like, I feel a lot of times people show those like kind of subconscious tales of not realizing that I'm not in your life and your path. Like,
I'm not in your brain.
I'm not in your brain on time. So how can I'm the, oh yeah, no, this the weekend, this the week you do work your weekends and not the other 2 weekends. It's like,
but you know what's so funny? Because you can always redirect it by simply putting them in your shoes and make a motherfucker think. Like, you'll sit around and think that I am thinking about what you're thinking about. You'll sit around and thinking that I know what you're thinking. But if I reversed it and asked you what I'm thinking about, or for you to sit there and spend your day thinking about what I'm trying to plan or what I'm trying to do, you'll realize how quickly you ain't thinking about that shit. So when you take a step back and make people realize these things are important to you, so you assume they're important to everybody. But no, this is just from your perspective, which is fine. But if I was to reverse it and say, well, what day am I doing this? What am I thinking about for dinner? What am I trying to do this? You're like, I don't fucking know. Who the fuck's sitting around thinking about that? Who the fuck's sitting around thinking? So it's like, we have to have like a line of communication that allows for us to be able to say, okay, what are you thinking? What's going through your mind? How do you want to approach this? How did you approach this? What do you want to eat? All of these different things are the things that will allow for that space of communication. But if you thinking that I'm just thinking what you thinking and we don't got that level of connection, where it's like, all right, I already know you want to do that. I already know you want to do that. Because if we had it, we wouldn't never have no friction. Because it'd just be what's understood and got to be explained. But in most cases, this shit always need to be explained. So just say the shit. You know what I'm saying?
To switch gears real quick, whatever. So, I like titties.
Oh shit!
You know, I'm
that nigga went from automatic to manual.
Yeah, so I'm
in a stick shift now.
I see what you did there.
Switch gears.
I'm a visual man.
Yeah.
I've always been under the belief of society telling me that men are more visual than women.
Absolutely.
So you sit on this couch next to me telling me this all been a lie?
Bro,
it's a myth?
Men, we are only visual to start the conversation. Like, ass and titties to catch your attention. You ain't you never looked at some titties said, I married them titties.
Never.
You said, I fuck them titties. I want to do this with them titties. I suck them titties. You never looked at titties like, yo, you know what? Them the type of titties I want. I'm marrying them titties. Them the titties right there.
Let me think for a second. It's been some signal.
Yeah, I'll let you have as much time as you need to think about it. So as visual as we are from a sexual perspective, 100%. But we're not visual when it comes to making real decisions. Whereas though, if you have a conversation with a woman, they are visual. When I say visual, I'm not just talking about how a man look. I'm talking about how anything look. If something is aesthetically pleasing, they find interest in it. They find it attractive. We don't give a fuck. So we get told that we visual because we might see ass and titties and we might want to, it might arouse us. But that don't prompt us to take action beyond that. Whereas though for them, they will literally overlook the surrounding area of a house if the inside is beautiful. We not designed like that. So it's like, and they just as visual sexually as we is. So they see a man and they attracted to him, they're gonna look at him in the same, but at the same time, they think cards is, oh, that's a cute card, or that's pretty, them diamonds are sparkly. They are visual. We're not visual. We are only visual when it comes to physical attraction in the beginning, because we can turn that off if a chick brain don't match her motherfucking body. Like at the end of the day, I say what good is a broken Bentley? Yeah, you got the body of a Bentley, but your engine going, your transmission going, and what your engine and your transmission is your mind and your motherfucking heart. Your heart in the wrong place and your mind in the wrong place, and we not going nowhere. So who the fuck wanna sit down and lay up with a fucking broken Bentley? Yeah, you can show it off. Yeah, I got a Bentley, but when a motherfucker like, where's that Bentley taking you? This Bentley is taking me nowhere because they can't fucking go nowhere, because why? It's a broken fucking Bentley. So yeah, we visual in the beginning and be like, yeah, I just grabbed a bent, but if the bent don't work, then it's worthless. And I think that they overlook that part because society makes it like, oh, men are visual creatures sexually to an extent. Yeah, we like the Bentley, but a nigga is not going to be dapping this man up for buying a Bentley with a blown engine. We're going to call him a dickhead. Yo, you're a dickhead. That's some dickhead shit. Like, what are you doing with that $250,000 car that can't go nowhere? Like, so, whereas though for them, they would just be like, all right, well, we could take pictures in front of it. We can still post up on it. We don't think like that. So trying to give us that visual, like, stamp, we not visual. Like, it might catch our eye, but it don't keep our heart. And for them, that shit will literally lock them in and take them through a line of delusion, because if they can play that perception-deception game, they'll do it all day and tomorrow. Fuck it, just roll the bitch down the hill, take a picture over here, roll it back up the hill. They ain't got to know that it don't move. We actually give a fuck about shit like that.
I get it fixed one day.
I get it fixed one. Nah, I need this shit to work. All right, don't fucking, it's worthless.
Right. So on that token, breaking up with the Bentley possibly.
Yeah. You get that, yeah, you junk it.
Junk the Bentley. For 200.
No, 200 is crazy. 2,000.
But recently you said something I thought was interesting, where it's like when you're dealing with a breakup, right? And I did, because we know you said the wolf bar. You may double down, you may double up, but you never double back.
Never doubling back.
Wise words from a wise man.
Never doubling back.
But and to the point of doubling back, you were saying the worst thing you could ever do is double back on the sex, because you can restart the healing process. And
yeah.
Yeah, and everybody knows about the idea of not doubling back, but I thought when you said that, I thought those were repugnant. So I want you to kind of explore the idea of because restarting a healing process.
Yeah, because as a man, right, we don't leave relationships for real. Like, really think about it. Like, men, we are problem solvers. So we feel like anything could be fixed. More times than not, for a man to leave, it had to been horrible. Like, it's like, I couldn't find no way back. So a lot of that, because we always feel like we can make a situation better. We always feel like we give grace. You know what I mean? Or a nigga just learn how to operate in chaos. Some men just go cheat. Fuck it, I'll find happiness over here. But most of the time, a man just don't leave, right? So if the relationship ends, whether she walks away from you or you walk away from her, it's a certain level of detachment that we face that's different from, because it's not just a romantic breakup. It's the actual breakup of this being a prominent person in your life for such a time. And some men be like, no, I could double back and hit and I won't give a fuck. And there's a percentage where that can transpire. But if you know that you have feelings for this person and you created a boundary to where though you walked away or she walked away, you're like, you know what? It's cool. It is what it is. I'm accepting of what it is. Don't allow yourself to be used as a tool. Now she just fucking you because she don't want to. I call it the bridge over method. And when I look at it, like, she just want to ride your dick till she gets across the bridge. Then when she find a nigga that she like enough to give him some pussy, you're never getting it ever again. So I would just say, keep your head held high, king. Leave on the white horse, on your high horse. Keep your dignity and don't double back, because all you're doing is restarting your healing process. Because the thing is, we've all been in that predicament where we double back and it's like, I'm fucking you. And then out of nowhere, I call you to fuck and I can't get through. And I ain't blocked it now, but you're not answering. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on now. 2-3 weeks or a month or whatever, you pop out and I'm like, oh, or instantly in that moment I realize, oh shit, she must be fucking with somebody. Because now I'm hurt all over again because I thought I had it like that, and the whole time I didn't. You were just bridging over me until you found the man you want. So for me, I say don't double back at all, because you gotta deserve for me to give you some of this. Like, you gotta be worthy of it. And if you feel like you was too good to be in a relationship with me, or I felt like I was too good to be in a relationship with you, why the fuck would I fuck you? Why would I give you the benefits of dealing with me if you don't want to deal with me, or if I don't want to deal with you? That just don't make no sense. So some men, I've seen niggas do it, they think it makes sense. Oh, I'm gonna just hit her once, I'm gonna just hit her twice. Once, if you like, some niggas just gotta go back, get this shit off, and then they gonna flee her. It happens. But if you know that you ain't got that discipline within self, I wouldn't even tell you to double back and hit, because all you're gonna do is restart your healing journey, because you don't know what that's gonna spark in you. You don't know if you're going to feel that connection. You get up in there, you feeling that warmth. She start gripping that motherfucker. She do something. You're like, damn, I want this back.
Yeah. wasn't that bad, actually.
Yeah, I think I can deal with this a little longer. I'm gonna just keep fucking her. We're gonna keep it there. It never worked because either you're gonna keep fucking her until she finds somebody else to fuck with, or you gonna fuck around and have your feelings back in it, and then she's still not gonna be in it. And she's gonna be like, you knew what this was, and then you feel dumb. Don't do it, King.
Fair. I'm gonna say something else. Oh, the idea of so Ricky had one point said the idea of respecting vows. And he was, he gave me a wild intervention question where he's like, yeah, so are you thinking about your vows and the seriousness of the new journey and that? Well, yeah, Ricky, fucking me a question. Think I'm my dad.
Right. Yeah. He definitely set you down and had the convo.
For sure.
Definitely played the dad role. Preparing you for marriage.
Right. And one thing he said, like, so are you respecting your vows and thinking about your vows? I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like, I want to get married. We doing this shit. He's like, all right, so let's say she did this. Would you leave? I was like, okay, it's a hypothetical time. Okay, it's interesting. And one of the things he said, and funny, I said on the show, I think already, where I was like, me and my wife, we said we was going to have a rule that we would never mention divorce. That's going to be our rule. We're not going to do it, this and that, whatever. Yeah. So let's say she did this, whatever. Then he landed on, like, let's say she gambled away all y'all savings, both y'all savings in the gambling spree, and then all that shit is gone. Would you divorce her? And I was like, yes. and he was, everything. And he was thrown off, thinking like, whoa, I don't think that means you respect your vows then. I was like, I was thrown off of him being thrown off. Like,
why would I? Why would I say?
And I think, for sure, I understood his point. I still disagree. I thought about this since we had a conversation, to be honest with you. I'm like, wow, tripping? Because, that's the thing. People don't know, to your point we said earlier, or another episode where one thing with me, I definitely embrace disagreement. I love conversation. I love repurposing, talking to somebody else. Like, Ricky said, you think I was tripping with him? Just to get perspective of it. I talk to 10 people and still think the same shit.
100%. Right. You never would change your mind. You just wanted to see if 10 other people thought it differently.
How far in minority am I? Like, am I the only nigga over here? Like,
am I the 10% or am I the 90? Right.
So when he said, I'm like, all right, if I don't respect my vows through thicker and thin, this and that, love through this and that, but now, let's say she's developed a gambling addiction.
Right.
That never happened before. To me, that's like, all right, babe, we got to work through this. Through thick and thin, I got it. But then she gambled away her savings. Love you through it all, thick and thin, we're going to figure this out. I got you. Go to the clinic, whatever, I got you. Gamblers Anonymous. Once you gamble away our savings, now you stole from me. Now I might got called the cops. All I said was divorce. The real thing, I'm going to press charges against her. Because she was.
What does this mean for her life moving forward? You might never be able to get a job again.
So I want to break it up now and see what your thoughts about the idea of respecting vows, those type of situations, and just the conversation in general.
I mean, honestly, hypotheticals don't work for me because I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not gonna divorce her, and I'm not gonna say I would. I would just have to see, because betrayal to me is grounds for divorce, right? So it's like if that identifies with me in that season, like, oh, I feel like you would dip behind my back, that might be a real conversation, because it's like, what about our connection? You felt like you had to hide this from me, and that scares me more than anything. I'm not, fuck the money, right? We can get the money back, but the fact that you did this behind my back, it shows a lack of connection somewhere, and that's too risky for me. Because it's like, who did you talk to about it? Who knew about it? Did nobody know about it? Okay, well, what made you do this? So for me, it just create a whole world of other questions that, and I wouldn't even have to just say in a vow, just in a relationship in general, right? Because like, I would want to answer that question with my wife, like once I'm actually took the vow. But just being committed in a relationship, I would be like, the fact that you did anything behind my back to this magnitude that affects us both shows me that you're too selfish for my liking. And I don't think that we work. I'm divorcing her, fuck it.
All have to be said. Like,
whatever. Fuck it. That's too selfish. Right. But it's funny because as you were saying, I'm like, yo, but I'm pretty sure men have did that. Fuck the finances up time and time again. Like,
say it again?
I'm pretty sure men have did that in different ways. Fuck the finances up. So it's like, do you tell a woman to divorce a man, or do you condemn her for doing that, for doing the same exact shit?
I think both should be condemned. Absolutely.
All right. You saying like, fuck that. If he do the same thing.
It don't matter who did it. I'm super.
But you know what's funny? Because 9 times out of 10 they won't. They won't.
Especially if it wasn't technically her money. Like if it's like really his, but it's y'all's, but it's really his.
Yeah.
I'm talking about literally, that shit was mine.
Yeah. Like, so what if it was her though? What if she the breadwinner?
Well, to me, I think that's different. Like, if it's really your bread, I don't got shit. Like,
you just taking money out the crib and doing shit.
We gotta work through that for real.
Oh, now y'all gotta work through it.
Yeah, work through that.
So she can't leave.
I don't think I have the grounds to even be that mad for her, to be honest.
Oh, you said no. I'm saying if she took if you took her money and did it.
Yeah, that's insane. Divorce me. Yeah.
Oh, get rid of me. All right.
Yeah, get rid of me. Like, chalk me. It's over. Like, full custody.
Full custody is wild. Give me my kid.
Yeah.
At least let me.
I'm clearly on some other shit. I would say something else too. So you made me think about something else. So, shout out to the live event as always. Everybody showed up. One interesting moment from the live event was we had somebody speak on the mic and ask us questions on the stage or whatever.
The person that you paid $40?
Yeah, the $40 heckler.
The heckler? Nigga paid cute thinking outside the box. He paid somebody $40 to heckle.
The alleged heckler. Sponsored by me.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we have shared many opinions, perspectives that people could be like, yo, that's kind of crazy or wild, like, I'm gonna attack that, whatever. What you said tonight, which I'll reiterate, what you said tonight was like a very like underhand, soft, regular ass thought for I felt like. For him to zero on that was a choice. So you said
that I wasn't moving with a woman.
Right. Very basic ass, like so basic of a statement.
To a woman's house.
Right. All the women in the room was like, yeah.
Good.
Right, yeah. Like, yeah. Man, no pushback. Yeah.
This nigga was not letting it go. So you would never do it. I'm like, bro. No. What the fuck? 100 ladies in the room. Ladies, do y'all want a man to move into y'all house? No.
He's like, but how about this? It's like, all right.
What about on a Sunday, right before the Eagles play, right? It's like, bro, there's no matter what scenario you present to me, my answer is no.
Yeah, shout out to him, though.
The heckler, you mean?
Yeah, but I say all to say.
You want real quick, y'all know why he's a heckler? Because the nigga said this. The nigga said, yeah, y'all know I don't really got no social media. I don't really keep up with the podcast. But Q, I know who you is. Q, but you be talking your shit, Q. But Wolf, I got a question
about what you fucking said.
I said, oh yeah, Q paid this nigga. Because he don't got no social media. Hey, I don't even know your name then. Fuck you, this nigga was in your class. Like,
Ryan Q Live era. Shout out to the Ryan Q
Nigga
Live
said he didn't have a social media.
Yeah. Yo, he didn't know who Event was. He didn't know I was there. Dead ass, true sir.
Because you met him outside.
Yo, you around the neighborhood? Just walk in real quick. It's $40. But so I saw a post recently, and he said, it was a meme. It was bidding, and he said,
I think I did this too.
All right, cool. Well, he said when a woman gives you an opportunity like a job, and she own your ass after that, whatever. So I thought about that in case. All right, so will Wolf ever take an opportunity or a job from a woman that maybe he was like romantically interested in or involved or even think about maybe courting?
So I'm mentally unemployable. So when you say take a job,
a contract, or like anything.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm not sure because I was thinking I wasn't sure if you wanted to cross those lines from the romantic bounds or I'm not sure. And do you feel like that would mean she has some type of leverage?
No, because I'm an independent contractor, so I work for hire essentially.
Even if it's her business too?
Yeah, I mean you paying me to do a service. Okay. So you paying me but I still have autonomy to do what I want. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be able to work as I don't work for nobody. Mm-hmm. But if you say, yo, I got X amount of bread for you to run this marketing campaign for me, and what are we talking about? Send me the money. Okay. 100%. Like that'll see for me, I'm very good at separating personal and business, right? Mm-hmm. It's a fine line, even with friends, with family, literally business is business to me. Like, so it's like we can literally have a business discussion and it don't even gotta be the most, we don't gotta agree on it. They could be like, all right, I see it differently, and go right back to personally, just like it is what it is. So if I'm dealing with a woman I've dealt with in the past, she has a successful company and she need my assistance, I'm gonna help her. First of all, I'm a builder, so I would want to help. Like, let me know what I could do, how I could be a resource, what you need from me. Let me make that happen. That's easy for me. Like, and you gonna pay me? Bet. I'm gonna do it off the love. You gonna give me some bread? What the fuck is we talking about now? You ain't finna control me or control my schedule. Now, it says it's guidelines. Oh, you gotta be doing it between 4 and 10. That could alter it because I need autonomy. I need to be able to do things the way I need to do them, but I probably still do it though. Okay, for sure. Like, but real quick, because I want to go into that more. I think that's a good topic. It was something. Dang, it sparked another thought in regards to that. But basically, I was gonna say, man, I feel like. And this is a term, and I'm metaphorically speaking, but I feel like women don't know how to wet the wallet of a man. Like how we got to learn how to like wet them, like get them aroused. Women have forgotten how to get a man to open up his wallet. And they don't understand that there's a science to it. The same way as an art and a science has to get them to open up their legs, making them feel comfortable, making them feel, and that's not from a manipulation standpoint. This is literally like she's not going to fuck you until she's comfortable. And not a moment before, but the moment she's comfortable, okay, them legs open. You follow what I'm saying? And the same thing when it comes to us spending our money. Women come into it entitled. No different. They be like, yeah, man think because he paid for this, he's supposed to get some pussy. You think because you exist, you're supposed to get some money. It just don't work like that. Nobody likes entitlement. It just identified differently. So we might find ourselves in situations feeling entitled to pussy, but y'all find yourselves entitled to provision and protection. And it's like, no, these are things that a man provides for his wife. So if I'm going to give it to you in any phase before marriage, the same way y'all look at cooking and cleaning, you ain't about to do that before marriage. That means you have to earn it. You're not entitled to that. So it's like when I feel like they forgot how to wet the wallet, it's like at least back in the day, a woman would game you. You know what I'm saying? She at least makes you feel like she like. These women don't even make you feel like they like you. They just think that you're supposed to do it to the point where, like, I'm a giver, right? So it's like, imagine a chick she give out pussy. I ain't calling her a whore, none of that. I'm saying like she's a giver. She's sexually liberated. But you still gotta make her want to fuck you. She ain't just like, for sure, nigga, take it. Sure. That has a term. You follow what I'm saying? And the same way we are, y'all not about to financially rape us. Y'all not about to just come in and take our money. And that's what they think they're gonna do. They think they're just gonna come into it entitled and with no type of nothing that we supposed to just give them what we work hard for, give them what we possess. And it really just don't work like that. You gotta learn what makes a man spend. And just going back to it, I'm a giver. So I come into it being willing to give. If I don't give to you, it's because you didn't do something that enticed me to want to give. You follow what I'm saying? And it's like, they don't think of it like that. They think like, oh, well, if I ask you for this, you ain't give it to me, you are broke. Or if I ask you for this, you must hate me. It's like, no, that's like a nigga say, if I want my dick sucking, you don't do it, you must hate me. Like, it don't, no. The same way y'all want us to court y'all to get intimate with us, we look at our finances the same exact way. We don't look at sex the way y'all look at sex. Sex is just an exchange for us, which is why some niggas think because I'm fucking you, that should be enough. Whereas though y'all look at it like this is a sacred part of your body that you giving up, and you like, if I'm sharing this with you, it should come with X, Y, and Z benefits. Okay, that's flip the coin. For us, we could just exchange sex with you. That means nothing to us. But if I'm gonna give you my money, my time, my energy, my physical presence, you gotta entice me to want to give you that. So when I say they forgot how to wet the wallet, is like you not even doing things that make a man want to spend money on you. You not even texting like you texting in an entitled way. Niggas don't like entitlement. Men don't want to deal with entitled energy. Same way y'all don't want to deal with entitled energy. Y'all don't want us to fly y'all out, take y'all out to dinner and think that we supposed to get some. We don't want you thinking because we got your number that we supposed to send you something. It don't work like that.
Here go my cash app.
Fuck you send me this for? And it's like we are givers. We men. We naturally want to give. It's not a man that's walking this earth that has it and don't want to give it. If you're not receiving this because you're entitled to it, and all you got to do is show up and exist in a way that make a man know, like, damn, she actually cool. I fuck with her. You start putting your needs on the table, they start being met. I ain't saying everything you want be met, but everything you need, we love to take care of that. We givers, we natural with it. So it's like you want to get a man to start spending money on you, learn what makes that man open his wallet. Every man open their wallet for different reasons, but we all do it. Same way every woman open her legs for different reasons, but y'all all do it. But if you think that a nigga just gonna open his wallet just because you walked in the room and you pretty, I mean, you got another thing coming.
I ain't gonna lie.
It ain't gonna be money.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Oh, damn, we got a moment.
In all my years of discussing hoes, I ain't never thought about or landed on the distinguishment between hoes and givers.
Yeah.
Because like you said, someone just, hey, here, take it. It's, hey, leave $1 down there if you don't mind. Like, they just like that.
We call that prostitution.
Right.
Has a term.
Others, they just givers.
Yeah, they givers.
They just want a little arousal.
Yeah, exactly.
They want some little chemistry, some vibe. Like,
yeah, you just dry the well up.
Yeah, you don't gotta, ain't a transaction. It's even exchange. I'm just giving it.
Yeah.
Same, like, and some men are just tricks.
100%.
I'm giving it. Like, yeah, send me a cash app. I'm giving it right there.
Exactly.
The other dude's like, yo, nah, I'm a giver. Yeah. Like, but yo, I ain't like, you ain't about to play me though.
Exactly.
Like, we ain't doing,
you can't treat every nigga like any nigga. And that's the thing. Y'all don't know how to decipher between what's a good man and what's a man that just on BS. It's like you don't know the difference between a good dude and a dude that just trying to play that role and trying to play that position. And y'all come into it thinking that because it worked for him, that it's gonna work on, and it just don't work like that. It might have worked on them, but it ain't gonna work on him. And when you're dealing with a man that knows he's him, we not going for that. It's like, it just don't work like that. I'm not just about to give you my money. I'm not just about to give you my time. I'm not about to give you my energy for none of those reasons outside of the things that would make me want to do those things. And it's not going to come at the expense of you being entitled. Because if you want to make it a tricking situation, then let's make it a tricking situation. Let's not even play around with it. But we're not going to straddle the fence of it not being a tricking situation and you think you're going to trick me out my money. You got me fucked up.
With that being said, I feel also what comes with that entitlement is also another E word, which is the ego. of the female ego. Because men always get attacked and, you know, framed a certain way, the egos being this and that, whatever. But I'm not sure if enough emphasis gets put on the female ego and how they lead and how they, you know, they be on some shit. For and I feel entitlement is probably the biggest sign, the indicator of like her ego's on some
That the crazy part about it is men naturally within our ego is not fueled by entitlement. It's fueled by status. Our ego is not sparked by thinking we owed something. It's sparked by the things we've done. So most men be like, I won 4 championships. I got 5 Super Bowls. I did this. I did. So that's where the ego come into play. It's not just because I look good that I think, but I don't call a woman the ego. I call it a Shego. Women have a Shego. Okay. You follow what I'm saying? And it's like, that's the female ego. It's like they come into a situation where, though, you know, they are we all, as humans, we both got pride, we got ego, but they're naturally more pride driven. We're naturally more ego driven. So when you're dealing with like a prideful man and an egotistical woman, it's like, that's like you literally way imbalanced. Because as men, we get prideful in areas where we can't show up, we can't perform. I don't want to seem weak. I don't want to seem like I can't take care of it. So, but if a man just prideful, too prideful to take accountability, too prideful to apologize, that's like you acting like a woman at this point, right? We ain't you mad at your homie because he couldn't make it to your birthday dinner. It's like you not acting like you not on what we on type shit. Where though from an ego standpoint, it's like, yeah, I want to be the best. Yeah, I want to have this. Where the women don't naturally move like that. They kind of be like, yeah, like they got their little competitive thing, but it ain't really something that's like, yeah, they uber competitive, right? But they don't live in come and go by that. You follow what I'm saying? But when it comes to them having an ego, when they become successful and it's attached to the entitlement, it's like now is a recipe for disaster because now you are operating how men operate with the pride of a woman. And it's nothing that can overcome that. So it's like, ever since it's like, I think I'm the shit, I know I'm the shit, and you got to think I'm the shit too, right? It's like, it's not just I think I'm the shit, but you got to think I'm the shit. And it's like, if you don't think I'm the shit, then there's something wrong with you. And it's just like, that's not how it works. Where the more women get more with it, and I'm gonna gather that thought and really bring it back because I got a whole thing on it. But what really it make them unattractive essentially because most of the time, you know, we attracted to the woman that's soft spoken. You know what I mean? That know how to make her presence felt without saying nothing. And it's like she walk in the room and you just know she her.
That feminine energy for sure.
You like, yo, who
the divine feminine?
Yeah, who the fuck is that? She ain't said shit. She just walking around with a lot of style, elegance, and grace. And you're like, nah, I want her. You know what I mean? Versus the woman that coming at this don't mean, it don't mean you can't, because the style and grace woman walking in with confidence. She walking in strutting her stuff, but she not walking in with the, I'm too good, untouchable energy. The whole time I'm really touchable and I'm really just fueling. And when I say you can't treat every nigga like any nigga, it's like y'all confuse the men in y'all DM with men. It's like the man that's telling you, oh, you beautiful, I would do this for you, I would do that for you. Every nigga not coming like that, and stop expecting us to, because that's not even realistic. And most of the time, y'all letting the word that people are saying actually penetrate your brain and make you think that it's valuable and it's substance, when in reality it's just talk, it's just rhetoric. I always like to look at it like this. Fuck what somebody has said to you. What have they done for you? You'll realize that a lot of women haven't even been on vacations. So it's like, you can't talk about being a passport junkie and you only time you stamp your passport is when you did it with your girls. That's what's up. That's dope. But don't understand, assess the situation. Like, that's like a man will know truly where he at. And if he don't, he just fucking delusional. It's like, nigga, you can't possibly think that shit you did in high school still count. Like, you ain't did shit in your 20s or your 30s, bro. You still going off the fact that you was the nigga in high school and you was the star of the team. That shit don't fucking matter. Nobody give a fuck about that. Whereas though, if they don't know how to decipher, like, all right, cool, these people are giving me admiration and attention online, but how much does it convert to a person actually giving a fuck about me when I need to call somebody? And that's the thing that we can assess. Like, yeah, these girls be on my top, but at the same time, I really can't even call a chick if I really needed to vent or if I really needed, and we not lost on that. So I encourage y'all, I don't say this in any other way than to encourage y'all to really work towards deciphering those differences, to know, like, all right, yeah, I'm getting all this attention, but it's really not leading to nothing. It's just people just giving me attention. They're not really cashing in on it. And I'm not going to sit here and meet a man in real life in the human form and think that
but all that, like,
that's where the ego come into place. You think I'm going to be on you the way he on you, when he just loved the imagination of having you. I'm right here in the physical presence and I'm singing and trying to get to know you for who you are. And I know I'm on a run right now and I'm probably 4 minutes in and I don't care because I'm going to say this last thing. I feel like, think of this shit. Dating to me now, in this landscape, now that I'm back here and I didn't really want to be here, has become a book with a good title, but that's it. I feel like the title is the appearance. It jump off the shelf. You pick it up. Oh, I want to read this book. I want to see how interested it is. This is what I meet a woman, then you look good, you look interesting. I want to get to know you. And you open the fucking book and there's nothing there. It's just blank pages. And it's like, where the fuck is the substance at? And it's like, it might be there, but you got it hidden in reserve for whatever reason. And it's like, how the heck is we going to grow and develop into anything if it's nothing beneath the surface of the title and what you presented yourself as? And I think that that's the best way that I could describe the dating pool. It's like, everybody has a good cover, is attractive, is something you like, I want to read this book. You open the fucking book, it's nothing. Where the fuck is the substance? Where is it at? And it's like, if it's there, then put it on the pages. So when somebody read into you, they're gonna be like, okay, this is a book I want to keep. Versus like, I wasted my money. I wasted my time.
And to that same point, I feel like because social media has warped our minds so much that people, you know, like saying with the attention, whether it's likes or comments or DMs, it's like people walk around their DM or their Instagram account like it's a credit card. They're like, I'm gonna put this on the table, so you already know that's the American Express. I go to the Centurion Lounge and you already know you gotta come. It's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. These fucking
imaginary, like these fucking this other fucking world, the metaverse.
Like most people don't know you're did shit for you, so it's like, I guess that counts as credit to you, but not really for real. Like,
not in real. It's literally monopoly money. And don't get me wrong, that don't mean that it's not value. It's value in it. I'm not about to say like it's not. It's definitely value in it, but it don't make you valuable to the person you're in front of. And that's the thing that people have to assess. The things that you do in other arenas don't convert to other arenas. It don't fucking matter. You still have to show up and perform. So if you can have a great presence online and people can love you, but that don't mean you're a great person in real life. And it's like, to be a great person is to be a great person. And that don't mean it converts to online. Like, it could be some great people out here that just don't have the reach or the platform to be able to show people how great they are. And it's fucked up psychologically how somebody would. We've all done it. You'll look at somebody on a gram and you might assume like they probably just not interested because they don't know how to post and make a stack. But we'll look at somebody and be like, yo, this person is extremely interesting. And then you meet them and it's like, you don't have no substance beyond the shit you post. The deepest shit you say is the shit that you post. Nothing else comes out of your mouth is something that's intriguing or interesting. So it's like, it's a slippery slope, but just being able to know, like, get to know the person that's in front of you. Fuck everything else. Like, for who they are, not for what you heard them to be, not for what you expect them to be, not for what you want them to be, but for what it is in the moment, at every moment. And that's how you can create real connections. You know what I'm saying?
Lastly, we're possibly gonna land the plane here or whatever.
Oh, we ain't, but go ahead.
All right, fair. I wanted to put some smut on Ricky again. So another thing he said was trust issues.
No? I don't know if I really. I don't care to discuss it.
Okay.
We could drop the topic. We was talking about paternity tests being mandated and not being mandated. I don't really care to indulge, but you know what we stand on. It's only one way for a man to know for certain. It has nothing to do with trust. But I understand Ricky's perspective because, you know, women have.
Yeah, if you ask for paternity test, you have trust issues.
But that's not the case. I think that it's just affirming. It's just assuring. Like, why do you check your bank account after every transaction? Like, you follow what I'm saying? Why do you check it every morning? Maybe that is a trust issue. Who fucking knows? But the fact of the matter is, it's reassuring to know, like, okay, my money is still here. And I think that as a man, I said I wasn't going to indulge, so I'll simply say, as men, the only way for us to know is to know. Like, it's daddy's maybe, mama's baby. You know, because you carried the motherfucker. If it was in reverse and it was something that only we knew, they would want to know. Why? Because they're curious creatures. They wouldn't see it as a trust thing. It ain't a trust thing. I just want to know. Why you just want to know? I just want to be sure. Why you just want to be sure? Fuck is we talking about then? What's the difference? You know, that don't mean that I think you cheated, but it also keep them accountable. Because if you know that it's mandated that these going to be paternity tests, because we're not going to act like we don't know people that, I personally know people that took care of kids that wasn't there. I personally know people. This ain't no hypothetical.
Right.
I know motherfuckers who found out that kids was not theirs. So it's like, what are we?
Ricky said me too. What the fuck?
Not Ricky saying me too.
Yo.
Not Ricky joining the me too.
Yeah, we can move on. I know he lost. Sorry.
Yeah. But and I mean, I think that could be an episode in itself, and I would like to have women here when we talk about it because I know what their stance is, but you know, what better way to give them the platform than to ask that question and see what they say about their bodies and everything else.
Okay, how about you got some more?
No, go ahead.
Right. The idea of loyalty. I heard someone recently say, like, if someone gave you an opportunity to put you on, change your life, whether romantically or like a colleague, whatever, you are indebted to them forever.
Nigga, huh?
Right. So
damn. I got to call my kindergarten teacher that taught me addition and subtraction.
So for instance, like, I know we don't use name. I'm using names for example.
No, we don't use a name for example. It's fine. I get it. You can use A and B.
A signed B and did everything for them. Like, gave them looks on their song, shit like that, whatever. A started being on some shit. Does B have the right, if someone asks him a question?
A signed B, though.
Yeah.
So do B got a right to do what?
So let's say in the future, does B have the right to say, someone say, yo, how do you feel about A? And I'm saying, and they can say just objectively saying, yeah, they on some shit. I don't really agree with what they did, but, or is that being disloyal?
How would that be being disloyal?
Because that person changed your life, they gave you opportunity, did this for you, and now you're kind of speaking against them in a sense.
Oh, you saying, so because I didn't understand your context. I think that in those type of situations, it's just like if
speaking against someone that
you don't have to. I think you would just like not to.
Okay, so you say that's something you shouldn't do.
To loyalty, I'm just say just the politically correct thing to not do is just to not speak on it if you could. If you share a difference in perspective on how things, or stand on the fact that you just feel how you feel. Because if you want to, because your truth, you don't have to hide your truth. If that's how you feel, but don't try to pose it as anything else. Make it clear stated. No, look, I ain't fucking with that. Okay. And that's why I don't fuck with it. So at least it's evident, but don't half-ass the situation. But I personally just would say if somebody grow and develop, you send them love. That's it.
Because I was thinking about, I've
helped so many people. So many people have helped me. I would not want to be sitting having conversations about the people I helped that never reached back or never gave me any type of acknowledgement. It's just I didn't do it for that. I did it because I felt like I could truly help you.
Mm-hmm. But do you think it's a bigger slap in the face if you help somebody in a dire situation, but you changed their life essentially, whatever, and then whatever disagreement y'all may have, whatever, and then they kind of just don't I
don't take it personal more. I could say if you'd asked me this 5 years ago, it probably would have been a different response.
Okay.
But with my growth and development, I just look at it like I'm on to the next. I'm not about to sit here and keep the score on what I did for you and hope that you can, because I've been that person that wanted people to look back like, yo, he did that campaign for me. Yo, he helped me with this. Yo, he was the one that directed that video or even told me to do the shit like this. And they never did it. And you'll be breaking your own heart time and time again. So eventually when you do something, you just kind of let it be what it is. If somebody decides to share it, they share it. If they do, but just because you aid and see, the thing is, and this is a flip perspective, just because you aid in someone's success don't mean you're responsible for their success. And I think that people forget the amount of things that you still have to do with the assistance. Somebody can throw you an alley-oop. You still have to dunk the fucking basketball. You can very much miss. And a lot of alley-oops have been thrown and people have missed it and it went nowhere. So it's like people forget because they think that they threw you a lob that they responsible. But it's like, no, you aided in that. And that's what's up. You assisted. But the fact of the matter is the person still has to be great. So many introductions got made. So many opportunities was given. So many conversations got started. So many people got walked into situations and they weren't able to capitalize because they didn't have the it needed and necessary to be able to do what it took to be able to sustain that. So if somebody actually has the it's a mutual thing. For the person that threw the lob, you still have it on your resume to say, yeah, I helped such and such get to this level. That's your compensation as well. So whether this person say you did it or not, if it's evident, if people know you did it, then that still stamps you as the person that throw good assists. So you can still go on and get you a contract as a great point guard, creating assists and helping people get to where they're trying to go, versus it being like one of them situations where you think that because you threw one assist that the person that dunked it got to keep talking about how many times you gave him that one assist. It's like, no, it's go back and forth for both people. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's like, I did this for you and I benefited in this way. You did this for me and this is how I benefited. And the benefit is long standing within that connection, but we don't got to keep reiterating it over and over and over again. For successful people that's out there, everybody know that it's not one person that's responsible for our success. It was it was different people at different levels. Your fucking Pee-wee coach helped you get to motherfucking high school. Your high school coach helped you get to college. Your college coach helped you get to the pros. Your pro fucking trainers help you stay in the pros. This is the fucking way it go. So if a motherfucker think because they coached you in fucking elementary school and now you in the NFL, yeah, I was the one who told them to pick up a football. You probably was, and you passed the baton. That was beautiful. But it wasn't your work that got them there. They still had to practice every day. They still had to show up and perform when scouts was watching. I'm metaphorically speaking, but this is in every arena. A motherfucker still has to show up and do things to be successful. So yeah, somebody should be able to get the credit, which is why they put it on their resume. Yeah, I worked on that campaign with them. I helped them. I was a part of that. But they don't got to be like, yo, you got to tell people every chance you get that I'm the one that told you to make your name Q. It's like, no.
Never disagree with me.
Yeah, you could never ever say anything other than that. It's like, no, just don't speak on it at all. Thank you for your help. We did some good work together, and that's gonna make history in other arenas.
Yeah, I like that. Did you want to bring up something?
No, I was looking through my no, this board must have ran out of this board. And,
no, you keep looking, so I'm trying
no, I'm looking.
I want you to lose your train.
No, we good. We cool. But yeah, all in all, I think that's a pivotal thing like that really happens. And again, let me just put this on record too. A lot of the things that I speak about growing from were things that I once was. At one point, I was the friend that took everything personal. Right. I made everything personal. oh no, this motherfucker Q wouldn't ate without me. Oh, this nigga. I was the person that was like, yeah, I helped him do that. I'm the one that did that. And then through not taking things personally, realizing that everybody's world don't revolve around me, realizing that I might have contributed to a lot of people, but they still had to do their own thing. It made me realize that I have to change my approach to these things. So when I make these suggestions for people to redirect their approach to things, I'm not saying it like I never was on that side of it. I'm realizing that the way I was doing it wasn't conducive for a healthy mindset, wasn't conducive to maintain and sustain healthy relationships, and it wasn't conducive for a perspective that sees the world outside of my own, right? If I just want to look at the lens of my perspective, I can be like, yeah, I did this, I did that. You work with me. You have rarely ever hear me ever say anything I did. I always big up my team. I'm only thinking about, because I understand, but what do I need to say what I did for? And you know what I did, I know what I did. But I need you to know what you did so you know that I know you did it. Look, yeah, I see what you're doing right there. Why? Because that positive reinforcement is that a motherfucker know, damn, I actually am value and I'm valuable on this team. This motherfucker not just thinking like he don't need the shit that we do. Absolutely not. No, yeah, I'm doing this, but I got my team that's doing that. And if people more so operated like that, teams gonna be sustainable. People want to be successful. You don't know how to build a team because you don't know how to be a team player. Like being a fucking team player helps you in every fucking area of your life. Helps you as a co-parent, helps you as a partner, helps you as a business partner, help you in every fucking area of life. When you're a good person and you know how to blend well with other people, people want you around. But if people don't want to deal with you, it's probably because you have things within you that you need to work on. And I'm tired of people not taking accountability by shifting the blame on other people. Self-assess. Look at the things that you like. Look at situations and literally stop asking people, telling people what they could have did better, and ask yourself, what the fuck could I have did better? What could I do to be better next time? What could I have did to be better in the previous? And what can I do in the present moment that would help me for the future? But if y'all just looking at motherfuckers and thinking of all the shit that they need to do, this is equivalent to you walking outside and talking about the fucking trash that's on the ground, but you got trash under your bed. Clean your own fucking crib before you talk about cleaning up the streets. And if everybody cleaned their crib and then went out to the streets and realized that, damn, we actually got time and energy to clean the streets up because we cleaned our fucking crib. But you so oblivious to the shit that's going on in your own crib, the shit that you need to work on within self, metaphorically speaking, your house is you walking out, you looking at everybody else, oh, your porch fucked up, oh, you got this, oh, you need that, oh, you need to get this done. It's like, yo, you don't even got a fucking door. What are we talking about? Flat out. So, go back and do the work, get yourself together, and then you'll have grace for the people that's working on themselves or not working on themselves, because you'll remember what it took for you to get where you at. It's not easy, but it has to be done.
And on that note, I'll land there with we always gotta get in our flower bag.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna give you flowers, man, once again. Just to give your flowers and your credit, because earlier you said something where we was talking about a situation that we was working on, whatever. He was like, this person may not be compatible with what we're trying to do, whatever, because how they were operating, their way with the energy, their vibration is probably not compatible, whatever. And we said this before, but I'll bring it up on the show, where it's like, you went through your own self journey of personal development. I went through my own, whatever. And you spoke about more so on yourself. You're like, yeah, Q. Yeah, you great. You a great asset. We work together. We good partnership. But if I didn't go through, I had to go through, nigga, nothing you do it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You had to go through your own shit. And like, I can also speak to myself where it's like, I wasn't never some just super negative, crash out, destructive ass person, but just how I'll give you your credit where it's like, I feel you definitely just operate and just move with light. And I think, even though you may come from some dark shit, whatever, you just move with that and, I
said rebuked, but go ahead.
But you just move with that intention about that, whatever. Yeah. And I think people don't understand and recognize how easy it is to not stand in light and be in light and just operate on some darker shit where just conversation. Yeah. Like just messy.
Just say low vibrational. That's a better term.
Low vibrational.
Yeah, low vibrational.
Where it's just gossip or just being or assuming things, being negative or just not being your best self, not trying your best. All these type of things, or we're just not just being in a pure state or being in light, whatever. So it's like, I think about what I was back in my true fuck you forever list days and taking shit
6 months ago.
taking shit more personal, just being like, no, let's do this. You probably like, no, Q, he got talent and skill. I fuck with her, but I don't know. He kind of not on the same vibration as me, whatever. Like, so I give it a whereas like you were intentional about it. Where me again, I feel like maybe I had like, whatever. But I think we just happened to meet at a common point where it worked out. So I'll give you that credit for going through your journey and definitely acknowledge I had to go through my own to get to a common, similar place.
It's funny because we always talk about how this is also a relationship in itself, but it's the same in relationships where it's like you can literally meet somebody at a time where you're not ready for them or they're not ready for you. And you'll know that's why alignment is a real thing. Like alignment is a real thing.
Shout out to the first episode.
We wouldn't have it aligned at any other phase of my life because I wouldn't even be able to recognize. And like you said, I'm very intentional about, you can see shit or sugar. That's what I say. It's literally, you can, in every fucking thing, and even with this pod, there's a lot of shit that go into this that we could literally make a fucking hassle about. We don't even mention the shit. Why? Because we always looking at the sugar, which is the sweet spot. Damn, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, all right, damn. Nigga, I showed up to the show 2 hours into it. That could have easily been a thing. We literally navigated it, deal we had to do, made the most of it, and went to Miami the day after that and celebrated the bachelor party. So many people will make big of something that could just be, let's minimize the bullshit and maximize the sweet shit, right? It's like, all right, let's focus on the good shit. Let's say fuck. Saying fuck it don't mean it don't exist. It don't mean we are naive or we oblivious. It's saying that we're not going to allow the bullshit to weigh a ton, and we're going to allow it to be feathers or ounces, and we're going to allow the good shit to be a ton. So even if it's one good thing, the 9 or 10 bullshit, the good one good thing still going to overpower the good the bullshit.
Work on, knock it down.
100%, exactly. Because like the more you do it, it's like it's less and less bullshit. And when people know that you operating in that way, now granted, this is where boundaries come into place, because you don't do it in a way where motherfuckers just taking advantage of you. You do it in a way where you extend grace, but grace can also create distance too. I'm gonna just keep stepping a little more and more back from you. I'm gonna keep giving you grace, but you have less access to me. And I think that people don't understand that. They think that the grace always mean like it's not unconditional tolerance. It just means that I'm not going to fault you. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be upset with you. I'm going to give you the opportunity and room for growth. But at the same time, I'm just going to take a step back. But just always being able to see the benefit in something is what helps me stay motivated and inspired. Just knowing like it's always something that you can find out of this to make it better without it being, because there's a difference between, and I should have fucking pulled this up. Matter of fact, I even gonna pull it up because I was gonna use this in our company. As a matter of fact, you know, we got the home care company that we build in.
I'm also shout out my mans too. You reminded me.
Who your mans? Oh yeah, 1%. Oh yeah, the 1% guy. Yeah, where the fuck did I write that joint down at? And I really don't care that I'm going through this on the joint because we here. All right, cool. He said, speaking of 1%, go ahead, Ricky, make a cameo real quick. Long story short, though, I was still talking about criticizing and complaining. It's like, no, we don't do that. Like I had other C words that I replaced criticizing with, and complaining. I had another C word that I replaced that with. And we'll drop it in the school community on what that philosophy is, because I got it in my phone, but it's just not readily available for me to pull up, and I'm not about to go through all these different notes. But basically, I'm just not about to. You could never. Even when I'm correcting you, I don't criticize you. It's been multiple times. I'm like, yo, Q, I seen how you was doing that. I was thinking we could approach it this way and see how it go, versus saying, yo, that shit bullshit, that shit ass. Even the one caption that you deny and making,
I'm waiting for the proof.
I'm waiting for the criticize it. I still put it in a way. No, I ain't criticize it because I'm very intentional about your bullshit captions. It's like, no, see, that's criticism. But where the freak is it at? Maybe I didn't pin it. Maybe that's the thing. You know how you be pinning notes.
Can you search criticize?
That would have been smart, but I'm already in my scroll now. I'm not. If I scroll back to the top, I'm like I gave up.
You can tap the top.
No, all right, cool. Where that stuff at? I went way too far down.
He's looking for that because I'm organized.
Yeah, what's the organization?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my man a shout out while you looking for that.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk about your man.
Yeah, so shout out to the 1%ers as always. I'm gonna give my man a shout out. He sent the DM where he was just, you know, I'm gonna sum this all out, but you say, you know, this whole show came to life at the perfect season. He's grateful, 1%, and became a better man. He's started his company. He's trying to send his merch, and just this whole thing. And to me, just seeing shit like that is always just like one appreciative, appreciate it, dope, motivation, inspiration. Because seeing someone else really, again, I always tell him where it's like going into the show from the very beginning. I was like, no, we gonna talk some shit, give some experience and perspective. Laughs, and then that kind of be the gist of it. But he like, right. Oh, okay, we gonna be intentional with like really trying to make people better as we continue to be better with ourselves. Because we trying to be so intentional with us trying to be better 1%. Why not trying to project at the same time? Right. So it could be like a full cycle. So I didn't have that vision in the beginning. So seeing it come full circle and seeing people really be like in real time, where both of us, people at my job, people in traffic, like, yo, that's why. Thank you. Like, no, this shit dope. It's a different reaction versus saying like, that shit dope. Yeah, like, that shit funny. Like,
people are actually benefiting from it.
Yeah,
we're giving them value, and it's like they like, oh shit, like, cause imagine if you got to shake the hand of one of the books you like, the author. You like, damn, like, yo, I read your book. Like, if I got to meet Don Miguel Ruiz from the Four Agreements, yo, Rhonda Byrne from The Secret, yo, your book changed my life. That feeling is like, it's indescribable, and we giving that to people every week. So big shout out to y'all for allowing us to. And big shout out to us because I remember in the beginning, like, I want to be this guru platform. And I was like, nah, but we still going into it to help people. I'm not just here to talk about bullshit. We don't talk about no current event. And I'm not saying current events is bullshit. I'm separating those statements. Are we not talking about bullshit or are we not talking about current events and trending topics? We literally talking about real life shit that we going through and creating real life scenarios and solutions that we are able to put out there for people to use in the way that they want to use it. Give them the tools and see what they build with it. And giving them the direction and the blueprint to say, this is how you build a house. You know what I mean? We ain't about to tell you how to destroy your house like everybody else. We're going to tell you how to build a house. In fact, I ain't going to even say everybody else, just in general. We're going to tell you how to build a house.
Did you find criticism?
Nope.
That's crazy.
It is what it is. End up in the school community. Because I think it's in my other business phone. Because it's for the business. It's for the business. So I know it's in my business phone.
Four phones. Four phones in 1 year. I could
3 phones, 4 numbers. Yeah. Meant to 4 jobs in 1 month. But where are we at now? We at like, what, 50 something?
Yeah, we out. 55.
That's cool. All right, so yeah, this is funny, but this is your right on cue live shit where by the end of a pod we just potting, we just talking, we just, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, as always, man, y'all already know, man. Big shout out to Her Fantasy Box. Make sure y'all shop with them, and as y'all let people know, we grow. You know what I mean? So do not gatekeep this information. Do not share this link out. We want more views. We want more listeners. We want more downloads. We want more subscribers. More 1%ers. Help us while we helping you because you can help the next person get just as better. If you want a better friend group, it starts with getting involved with shit like this. If everybody around you individually got better, it's going to make for better for everybody around you. I'm telling you. And it starts with you. So be the leader, send this out, and, you know, let's continue to get this out to as many people as possible. Make sure you follow me on IG at WFSC. Make sure you follow the network, WFNetwork.WSC. Make sure y'all get us on YouTube. The Wolf, get us Wolf Network, the Wolf Has Spoken Podcast, and make sure you get us on all audio download platforms, the Wolf Has Spoken Podcast. And where can they find you at, Kill?
I've heard they can find me at Right on Q Live, as in the right side on QUE Live, Right on Q Live on all platforms.
And make sure y'all tap it with my guy, Ricky B. Philly. Just don't book him from the 1st to the 30th. On no month. But any 31st month, he all y'all's.
That's plenty of time. Yeah,
plenty of time. I think more than enough. You ask me. We batch it together. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, as always, man, it's been fun. And make sure y'all join the 1%ers community. Like we said, we want y'all to get 1% better every single day and every single night. And now we created a community for you to be able to do so. So look in the description below to be able to do that. And until we talk to y'all next time, as always, man, the Wolf Has Spoken. See y'all soon. Talk to y'all soon. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.